Hi, Nicola. It is such a pleasure to speak with you today about privacy and ESG here at VMware. Starting off, what does privacy mean to you in your everyday life?
Hi, Stuart, and it's my pleasure to be here today. You know, privacy is a big concept, and I would say for me in my personal life, it's a fundamental. It's fundamentally about like the right, if you like, to exist in this world and the world around us without, I mean, being protected from, unwanted or arbitrary interference in my life, my home, my family, my community. So, to me, that's like really that fundamental at that fundamental level, and I think it shows up in big ways and small ways. In some ways, it's about your neighbor, like not over, eavesdropping on your personal conversations, or a more serious level, right? It's feeling, knowing that information about me is not going to be used in a negative way, and feeling safe that I'm not being manipulated or treated unfairly by people or institutions that have vastly more power than I do. You know, I guess I think about it in those different levels.
Absolutely. As you say, it certainly has such an impact on every aspect of our life. And with that in mind, how does your perspective shape the way that you think about privacy here at VMware?
I think building on what I said a minute ago, I honestly I think of privacy as a human right. And so, and it's as simple as that. And that definitely has shaped how I think about it at VMware. Because to me, privacy is not a commodity like property, right? Property can be traded, sold, or given away, whereas your privacy can't. Some people may think differently, but I think that's really what it's about. And for a company like VMware, I think we have to think of it at these different levels, right? At the individual level, as employees, as humans, think about it from a customer perspective, of course, then also from our broader stakeholders, and then at that societal level. So, I think that's one. And then the second way I think about it for VMware is really at this macro societal level, right? So, and I think we can all agree that technology companies have gotten a bit of a black eye in recent years for lack of oversight around privacy. And so, going into the future, as we hurtle our way into the digital future, that's no longer good enough. And we risk the losing our social contract with society if we don't bake privacy into what we do and think of it as a right, as a human right. So I would say those things definitely shaped my perspective, and broadly, our vision and the 2030 agenda that we've set out includes privacy intentionally as part of that bigger mission, because it signals trust in us as employees, it signals trust in our products and in our industry.
I couldn't agree more. And obviously, you and I have had some great conversations about thinking about the 2030 agenda, how trust is a crucial aspect of how we think about the 2030 agenda, and the role that privacy indeed it plays in there. As we're thinking about that and moving it forward, why is it so important to share our commitments to privacy as part of that ESG strategy and our 2030 goals?
Great question. And Stuart, the essence is because it's about long-term value, right? We we are here to generate long-term value for our customers, our employees, our shareholders, of course, and our broader community. And so, privacy is one of those core components that build trust. And if you look at the 2030 agenda, there are multiple components, right? It's privacy along with several other commitments that together build that foundation of trust in VMware and our people and our products. And so to me, that's really what it boils down to, because we're here to create value for our customers and our stakeholders, not just today, but in the long term.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. And also the aspect that you mentioned there is the people at the center of what we do and how we think about these issues. what can every employee here at VMware be thinking about to keep privacy in mind?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it always starts with educating ourselves, right? And so I would encourage everyone to learn more. You can learn more about the 2030 agenda and privacy and our approach to privacy by design through Stuart and his team. And I also, and more than being educated, I also think it's really a call to action for all of us, because we are a people business, and technology doesn't exist in a vacuum. It exists in a human system, and we are all part of that. And the culture that we create around privacy is as important as the technology itself and the systems that we put in place. So, I think respecting privacy, incorporating this mindset, and I do actually think that it is very much a mindset shift. So as part of that broader one VMware, one mindset, I encourage everyone to think about what you personally are doing in your day job and your team, and how you interact or intersect with privacy. So that would be my first call to action. And of course, I know Stuart's going to tell you about where you can learn more and what else you can do, but from my perspective, it's both that being informed and taking this on as part of our responsibility as employees of this great company.